drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call.
Welcome on board, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody.
Break down the
Let's
wall.
go, people. Thank you for
In the
joining.
heart of Africa,
All right, we'll kick
flaming
off in the
lights,
next 2 minutes. Thank you,
a
everybody.
rhythm so vibrant.
Let's go.
Sets minds alight. Skill with academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up,
Rise up.
leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill with academy.
Thank you, everybody. We'll kick off in a minute. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Let's go.
Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill with academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skill with academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom,
Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for joining. We'll kick off in a minute. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for joining.
feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong.
Welcome, everybody.
Movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill with academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with academy, it's your
All right, welcome everybody. We'll kick up in a minute. Before we get started, we do our countdown. Let's do the countdown real quick and let you all get back to work. So let's do the countdown and we get started real quick. Let's go. Let's go. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you, everybody. As always, always a delight to hang out with us. There are many great things you can be doing on a midweek, and you decided to hang out with us. So thank you, everybody. We'll be out of it in the next 26 minutes, very straight to the point. A lot of you pinged me one on one and wanted to know a little bit about the CRISC prep class, and I said, hey, why don't we do a quick info session, question and answer, and just let's maximize the next few minutes. If you don't mind, just go ahead and ping us. What part of the world are you logging in from? Let's say Dallas, Texas. What part of the world are you logging in from? Let's say Dallas, Calgary, Canada. Let's see. Go ahead and type what part of the world are you joining from real quick. Thank you, everybody. All right, Edmonton in the house. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, thank you. Houston, H-Town. Aisha in the house. My co-instructor. Hey, what's up? Rhode Island in the house. Let's go. Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you, Adi. Awesome job. Let's see more, folks. What part of the world are you logging in from? We're proud of our location. Dallas in the house. Woohoo! Let's go. All right. If you don't mind, also just jam the like button so we can have more people get to see us on the different network out there on YouTube, especially. And but let's get started real quick. And a lot of us have asked a big question. Okay, what exactly are we seeing as a trend line? Thank you, Muj. Fresno in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll quickly jump into this. We've put together some very good, effective content that we've seen the pass rate as high as 97%. So yeah, we're not delusion. Anything is automatic. We get to still put the work. The key thing about professional certification I have seen, and I also have the series case, you have to practice, practice, practice. There's no silver bullet around it. And our program is designed just for exactly that, really. We're going to make sure we teach the content, each of the four domains, which we'll talk to about in a bit. Then we get into a lot of practice exercises, practice, 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 just to make us very successful at the end of the day. So why CRISC? I mean, it's one of the gold standard of GRC certification out there that we've seen. There are a lot of certification out there. There's a reason we decided to go with CRISC. Number one, we checked a lot of job board and we realized that quite a number of out of all the GRC certification we've seen, when you check the ones that they require a certification, series kind of one hands down so far. Now, that might be an outlier, but we checked with a couple of job board and it tends to be the leader. Of course, it helps with career advancement. We can leverage it for promotion. It can also help us to definitely put us in front of the hiring manager because this is an era, let's be transparent, folks. This is an era that everybody's a little bit worried, people losing their job because of AI and so many other reasons out there. So, because of that, every little point is a win for us. So we just have to, every opportunity you have to learn, just go ahead and do it. I'm honored to be one of the mentors on the platform. I used to be head of delivery of a global consulting firm myself, over 15 years in security experience, mentored several thousands of people in my last 20 years. So honored to be the instructor on this particular program. And I have my co-instructor, Bros K in the house. Coyote, he'll be joining me with, so we're going to run this together. Amazing, amazing detail experience professional also. The exam structure for series, typically it's a rigorous 4 hours exam, about 150 questions randomly. They have a scaling score. So at the end of the day, the goal is to get yourself to pass, really. That's all we care. Whether you pass by 1 point, 2 point, doesn't matter, just pass, right? The domain areas that will be covered will be risk identification, assessment, response and mitigation, and control monitoring also. These are the core areas that are covered in the process also. Then in our program, we try and sneak in, for some of us that have been part of our community in the past, we sneak in a lot of real life scenarios to kind of help you to understand it in a better format. The reality out there from the data we've seen, industry average 70%, 40% for people that do self-study, first time attempts 65%. For us, based on the material we use, we're talking of 97% pass rate. Now, when all delusion is automatic, you have to make sure you practice, practice, practice. When we get to a point where comfortable, we'll tell you, okay, go write it. We feel comfortable. And if you are scoring over 90% when you do your practice exam, then we are feeling good. Okay, I think you can go write it at that point in time. So that's the way we kind of model it in general. It's a 5 weeks program. It's quite, you're going to make the best out of it because it's Saturday, Sundays. Then midweek, we also try to meet as much as we can. But it's primarily Saturday will be for the teaching, Sunday would be for the practice, practice, practice. Then on your own in groups during the week, we expect you to also practice a lot. And honestly, the goal is in that 5 weeks, by your sixth week, we want you to start preparing to go write the exam. Don't wait too long for it to settle in. just go and prepare to write the exam. That's the goal ultimately for us, right? So we give you all the guidance. We have a lot of questions out there that we will just keep simulating to practice, practice. After a while, you get used to it. And I'll tell you one thing up front. Many times, some of these exams, you can't use your standard basic knowledge. So I know some of you are professionals, your experience. We can't use that alone to write some of these exams because they have format in which they put those exams. So the reality is the goal for us is just to get to understand the style, the format, and go pass, right? That's it. Just go pass, right? At the end of the day. In terms of getting detailed knowledge of execution, project, that's why we have a class called the Cyber GRC. That's a different monster. We'll talk about that later too. But this is the goal ultimately to go past. Again, we simulate exam, we identify gaps in your weakness, and we come back with those gaps to buttress it in class. And we use a lot of gamification also in the process so that we can measure how you are performing in real time. It's not just you writing the exam or taking the practice exam. I can go back to my analytics and check and see which area are we scoring the lowest. Then we can spend more time to talk a little bit about those areas to make you successful at the end of the day. So we have quite a number of good success story too in the past in this space, and so that's a good one for us. That okay, we have people that have passed it in the past. Also, I also have the series certificate myself. What would you gain beyond the passing? Of course, in our program and in our GRC program, we have a good knowledge of conducting a lot of things you'll be doing or learning in the class. So if you've taken our program in the past or you're about to take it, a lot of the knowledge base you've gotten, you can relate it with some of the things we'll talk about in the class. Definitely. A lot of it because it's you'll be hearing things like risk assessments, risk mitigation, risk identification, risk appetite, stuff that are very similar to what you've gone through in the process of the program. So I think for most people that have done our GRC program in the past, it's a it's an easy transition for you. It's not a big deal at all. You just focus on making sure we can focus on what is relevant. It's flexible also. In the next, you can go back and watch the video. We use the learning management system, so you can go back anytime, watch the video. We recommend go back to the practice, go and listen to a domain area, then practice a lot specifically to that domain area. And what does that mean? So I take a topic, let's say governance or risk identification, whatever topic, you can go back and drill down and put the work because it's still fresh in your mind and now get into the details and practice that domain area. So I think that's a big one we can leverage for sure. Um, it's a great investment for most of us. For most of the programs out there that we've seen, they go for as high as 1.5 for live sessions or even above. For our program, if you join today, we offered a GRC alumni 100. You can use this code and you just get it for 199. And it's our way to give back to our community to in the market that is crazy. Let's see how we can leverage as much as possible for our guys and ladies to get in through certification too. Whatever we have now, it's a plus. That's where we kind of look at it right now. So use this code GRC alumni 100 and I will text it also in the chat. And thank you all if you are just joining. Thank you all for joining. If you don't mind, also like us on YouTube so that we can have more people join as you like. And I'll text it here. Thank you, Stanley. I see you, Stanley. And I just texted the code also. I think it's just a plus. Why not? And one thing I'll challenge, even after the program, make sure you take it immediately. Don't wait too long. I'll recommend, worst case, a month after the program, go and write it. If you don't do that, then the universe likes momentum, right? And speed. If you don't do that, then it will just fall off naturally. So we recommend make sure you do that. How to register, just go to the platform. It's very straightforward. A few of you asked me the question around that too. Just go to our academy.skiwi.com, which is what you're seeing here. And you can just go and click on the CRISC program here. Once you get to the program, a lot of people ask me, yeah, there are payment plan you can do once or twice. Click on purchase and make sure you put in the code here, right? There's a place that says have a coupon. In the Have a Coupon space, make sure you put, oh, am I not sharing it? Okay, let me share it again. I think it was not sharing earlier on. Let me share it again. Let's share the screen. So go back here. Okay. So sorry about that. So here's the screen. Just go to academy.kiwi.com. Let me see if I can go back there for your view. So you come back. All right. So this is the landing page. You select the series program, straightforward. Then you can select once or twice. Make sure you use the code. If you don't use the code and you call me back using the code and all that, it would be impossible to fix it for you at that point. So just go, make sure you use the code. You come here, just use this GRC alumni 100, and bingo, it gives you a discount there and there. So make sure you use the code. All right, and so we're almost done here. Then the final thing, this is the program, the curriculum, what it looks like. It's going to be Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. This Wednesday would be mostly team time. So your team will meet and practice a lot. Sometimes um, my other instructor might join, but we expect the team to practice on this time. So that's the goal. So it's going to be a little bit intense, but at the end of the day, you would be in a good spot to get the certification. Why not get it before the end of the year? Why not? I think it's very doable, and why not? We wish you all the best in your series story and success at the end of the day. And for those that have asked of the GRC class also, that is kicking off November 1st. That is going to be November 1st. So this is going to happen November 1st. And feel free also for the GRC class, you can use CYB NOV1 to get a discount for that one. But I just texted that also. But anyway, so that's all we got. Let me let you all ask your questions. Let's go. And another thing I would like to share, this is very important, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll show you where my thinking came from, right? So this is open information. So if you go to indeed.com, right, I'm going to share my screen in a second. And the way I look at it is we focus on data and say, okay, what is the data point showing us, right? What are we seeing out there, right? So let me show you what I've seen out there. And this is one of the reasons I thought, you know what, this makes one of the most sense among those certifications. So let's go to CRISC, for example. If you put CRISC here as one of the terms we used to see what they have in resumes, right? You can see it's over 500 job. It aligns with a lot of risk job, GRC job, manager job, SOX analyst. So it covers a lot of roles across the board, which is, I think, is awesome, right? Covers a lot of roles, internal, audit, cyber, GRC. It covers everybody. Now, if you go the other side though and put like CGRC, for example, you notice that they have lesser, opportunities. It's just 100 plus. If you use GRCP, another one out there, you will see that it has lesser opportunities, right? So that's the rationale for us. That's why we are we focus on CRISC for ourselves, that, okay, let's make sure we can get our community into a very good spot in general. So that's the rationale behind it, why we decided that this is the way we think is more strategic for us to position ourselves with knowledge at the minimum. And the nice thing, most of their compensation are quite competitive. A lot of these jobs will still go 6 digits, so which is good. All right, let's take one or two questions before we let you all bounce. Questions? Don't forget. Thank you all for joining. Like, share. Any questions? Questions? I think it's self-explanatory, and I look forward to seeing you all there, mentoring you, and let's go past. That's the goal. Just let's work together and pass and make the best out of it. Thank you, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the day. See you guys coming on the November 1st program, GRC, the last for the year. Let's make the year a big one at the end of it all. I know there's a lot of worry for a lot of people in terms of jobs out there. It's a valid concern because we've seen there's a lot of challenges up and down with the economy. We get it, but more importantly, the goal is keep upskilling, keep developing yourself, and make yourself relevant. That's it. We cannot control everything else, but what you can control, keep developing, keep building. And I wish you a Godspeed. We'll talk soon. Take care, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong.